climate change is affecting us. A quote from NASA goes, quote, "The Earth's climate has changed throughout history. Just in the last 650,000 years, there have been 7 cycles of glacial advance and retreat, with the abrupt end at the end last ice age about 7,000 years ago, marking the beginning of the modern climate era and of human civilization." That's a lot of scientific words, but what it means is that it has been occurring naturally. But recently we have seen much more rapidly because humans have been messing up the environment. Climate change is a real issue and it does exist. And my personal connection is that I'm a human and I live on the planet Earth and I would rather not see it destroyed like everyone else. So first I would like to explain the problems of climate change, then ways to reduce its effect on us, and the advantages of combating climate change. James Hansen was silenced in 1981. He was part of a team who made an essay, and in it he described shifting climate zones, creation of drought-prone regions in North America and Asia, erosion of ice sheets, rising sea levels, and those things actually happen, but they silenced him because they didn't want anyone to know about it, they didn't want anyone to worry. And many of those things came true. And how climate change happens. Climate change is caused by the greenhouse effect, and that is when the atmosphere traps heat that radiates to space where Earth, which causes the warming, which is known as global warming. Some of these gases are carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbons, which used to be commonly used in aerosol cans, but more government regulation so there's less. And these are rated on their CO2 equivalent rating. One of the older thoughts for global warming, which we actually don't call it that anymore because people have the mindset, global warming, well it's cold where I'm at, so it's not real, was that the sun actually got warmer because of sunspots. But that wouldn't cause it to get warmer in the inner part. It would be at the outer atmosphere. So it's not the sun. It actually has been constant since 1950. Across America, if climate change continues and gets worse, people can expect a combination of hotter summers, colder winters, droughts, stronger storms, lower numbers of fish, and lower crop growth. And in the past it has been stable, but now it is rapidly changing. For the solution, it's a 2-step solution. First is on the everyday person. Simple steps such as recycling. Reusable drinks, such as your Starbucks cup, that's going to go in a landfill. You could have had a different cup and reused it, washed it, and not feel bad.
Shame.
Also, bike riding or walking are good alternatives, but with Ohio's weather, I can understand why that's not a good idea. But carpooling could be a good idea, and it's also more fun because you get to go with your friends to the place that you're meeting. And when you're going grocery shopping, instead of getting those plastic bags and having all those in your house, just use a cloth bag, which are also stronger, so you're not going to drop your groceries. And if you're looking for a quick snack in the morning, if you grab a piece of fruit, you could easily eat it on your way to wherever you're going and throw it out your car window. And you're not going to have any what's the word? Pollution, I guess? Trash? On the side of the road. Because, what? Litter! Litter's the word. Okay, so that. And then the second step would be more scientist effort. They're trying to combat it in wedges, which include improving energy and fuel efficiency, increasing wind and solar power, using hydrogen from renewable sources, biofuels, natural gas, and nuclear power. Some ways that they can improve efficiency is using electric or hybrid cars. People could also start using more wind and solar and hydropower instead of fossil fuels. Scientists are also in a development of a process to trap carbon dioxide underground instead of releasing it into the air. The advantages, if followed. You could create a healthier planet, not only for us, but for your children, your grandchildren, their children, everyone. And there would be less animals endangered, such as the monarch butterfly and polar bears, which are greatly in danger if this continues. Some disadvantages if we don't find a solution. Oceans could be flooded with plastic, which would bring down fish for fishing, and your swimming wouldn't be as pleasurable. Could cause droughts and flooding, such as California really doesn't have a good amount of water right now. And the weather extremes, such as the cold, cold winters and the warm, warm summers. In conclusion, individually, we are one drop. Together, we are an ocean. This means that everyone needs to take a step and work towards it. And my goal here today was to make the audience believe that climate change is a real issue. We've went through the problems, the solutions, and the future. And recycling is an easy step. This bottle of water. You could just as easily walk back here and throw it in the trash can, or I could step out the door and walk a little bit to the recycling bin.
I think that was it.
That's
Use that. That's it.
Okay.